72. That's the number we're at on 55 and 5, the 5-minute wrestling history lesson, talking all about the 1955 Parkhurst Wrestling card set. Ian, Cary, AJ behind the camera, and the sound engineer from Bisson Creative and Web Design. Cary, we had a football player yesterday.
Yes. Two-time on 2 championship teams.
Yeah.
But no one seems to have heard much about him.
Yeah, he didn't wrestle much. He's not on Cage Match. He's not on these results sites. There is record of him wrestling, but his career seems to be embellished a little bit. So it's always interesting when you find these wrinkles out about
Well, hopefully you have a name that I'll be able to spit out some information today.
Well, you know this name, but we might need to go to the safety net because you know the last name.
For God's
So we have the safety net here. We're going to set the timer for 5 minutes once Cary gets to identify it, but we're going to show it to you first on top of Captain Lou and Uncle Gunny. Here's a man with a very famous last name, but not related, to my understanding, to the man that preceded him in the 20s and 30s or the man that exceeded him in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Cary, 5 minutes on the clock. What can you tell me about Firpo Zbyszko?
Well, we could talk a lot about Larry Zbyszko.
Sure could.
We could talk a lot about Pompero Firpo.
Sure. And Stanislaus Zbyszko,
Yes.
former world champion. Yeah.
Well, I hope the safety net has some legitimate information, because at least Firpo Zbyszko looks like somebody you would want to cross the other side of the street if you saw him coming down.
Yeah. This is a strange one.
Well, let's hear about Firpo, please.
Firpo made his debut as Joe Kameroff, and he claimed he was from Poland. Firpo Zbyszko also says he's from Poland, the character, so there may be some legitimacy to him being from Poland. We'll have to get some clarification on that. Maybe one of the historians could chime in. But he made his debut in the Boston AWA in 46, and one of the first wrestlers we come across that wrestled for Al Meyer in Delaware. There's a Delaware promotion. So first wrestler in the set that's had any results from that territory. So that's always interesting. Goes to LA in 51, becomes Firpo Zbyszko. And he's a main event guy in 53 in Western Canada. So he gets big out in Western Canada. He's always in the main event, always loses. So he's the villain, always on the losing end in the main events, or second from the top. And feuds with Bearcat Wright out there. And then comes to Maple Leaf Wrestling in 53, and he's wrestling all the top baby faces. He's wrestling Bobo Brazil, Elio DePaulo, Yukon Eric. Goes to Montreal, wrestles Johnny Rougeau. So he's a big villain.
And he didn't use any aliases?
Just Joe Kameroff.
Okay.
Yeah, just Joe Kameroff early in his career. Goes back to Western Canada in 56. The first wrestler we have a result on, also to wrestle in Montana. There's a promotion out there called Wrestling in America, promoted out of Billings, Montana. So first wrestler we got
Rolling and billing.
There you go. His career goes from 46 to 68. Gives a quick comeback in 71. There was always the implication that he was related to Stanislaus Zbyszko, the former world champion.
So where did he end his career?
So he ended his career in Texas in 68. So in 71 he comes back. Canada, and just kind of fades away. But yeah, his official kind of end is in the American South.
Well, he had a very accredited long career.
And this is one of these guys, when we do these, I'm worried we're missing something. So,
well, Greg Oliver.
Yeah.
Maple Leaf Wrestling.
Absolutely.
Roy Lucier.
This guy's career
George Napolitano.
Yeah.
Tim Hornbecker, Mike Mooneyham, so on and so forth.
This
Please
one
help us out.
It feels like we're missing something because his career was too long. There's maybe a key feud that doesn't pop out on biographies or results that we're missing. So if you he had a key feud, or if you know he had a key anything, please let us know, because his career went for too long to really not have that kind of shining moment. So.
Interesting. That was a good one.
Yeah. So main event guy for most of his career, kind of comes back down the card as his career gets longer, but that's the pattern we see with a lot of these guys.
Well, hopefully for number 73 will be a name that not only has parts of it that I recognize, but I can be able to tell you something about.
Well, this next guy in 73, the original Joe Exotic.
Oh.
That's your hint. for this one. So we hope Cary joins us. We hope AJ joins us. We hope you join us for episode 73. It's coming to you premiering live tomorrow, 8 p.m. right here on YouTube. I want to thank AJ, Cary, and you for watching. For 55.5, Ian Riccaboni. We'll see you tomorrow.